do something.
There it is.
They're going to pick... I feel like both these last two core picks need to have playmaking potential now to make up for Lich Grim.
For sure.
But I would also... I mean, as much as, yeah, it looks like, okay, they're looking for that Chain Frost Soulbind combo, I imagine they see merits to picking the Lich regardless of the synergy. I would hope so, because I think most teams we see picking Grimstroke aren't going all in on the ulti combos. It's just like, you can't, they're not reliable. You've got to pick heroes that just fit your draft. Some games there's no Soulbind combos at all.
Which I prefer, which is why we don't see Lich.
Yeah.
Because usually it's like Grimstroke's just an inherently good hero. But yeah, we'll see how that pans out. Now, Viper is oftentimes like, I don't know, the break is not that important versus PA. Sure, you'll get the RP off, and so you'll have some time to keep someone underneath. You'll have time to keep the PA underneath the Nether Toxin, but it's not as critical as I think is against a Spectre to get a break or something like that.
No, it's not. But it is kind of annoying to if you get the Viper Strike on PA. Like, it can kind of be annoying just being able to kite her a little bit more effectively then. You have to sort of wait on Phantom Strike and keep somebody in place, which their draft doesn't do that well, as you've been talking about.
Yeah.
The other thing is now having this Lifestealer, they have, like, an immediate answer for, Soulbind Chain Frost, which I think, you can infest while you're leashed, right? I think that's still the thing you can do. Yeah. So if it's just, like, two of them stuck together, you just infest inside and then you're out.
Yeah, this Lifesteal pick feels really good. I'm kind of like Tsunami, not sold on Viper as much. Just feel like this Viper is going to get kited a lot and get blown up very easily if you ever get caught by a Void Spirit initiation or PA just blinks on you with Frost plus the Inkswell,
Oh, yeah.
You've got the double initiating slow plus stun combo.
The Viper's already slow as all hell to begin with.
This feels like a game where this Viper could very easily just kind of feed a lot, yeah. It also doesn't give him any real control to deal with the elusiveness of PA or Void Spirit. They're like, what? It's RP and then the cookie. Like, they have no real good stuns right now. Yeah, I'm not loving Neon's draft. Well, just not loving the Viper pick, really.
No.
Yeah, I'm fine with Lifestealer. Like you mentioned, it's usually in your best interest to find someone who will build an MKB versus Phantom Assassin and Spectre, who is the go-to carry so far of this playoff. Not a big MKB builder, so of melee core pairings with the Magnus, I think Lifestealer is pretty suitable, and then obviously Snapfire is extremely popular hero, so yeah, it's really just the Viper that I have beef with.
Nick's ban out there.
Wow.
That's interesting. They also think that this is going to be an off-lane face or Void Spirit, so I guess that I'm kind of wondering if they're playing on this being a Yopaj Viper, and this is now position 3 they're looking for.
It seems like TNC think the Magnus is a core because they're banning the 4 positions.
Yeah.
Right.
So they seem to think this is a 4 position hero, but you got to start asking the question: what are the 4 positions left that can provide you some control and stuns? Because that's what they're lacking. Earth Spirit, Nick's both taken out, so Earthshaker, that's a dead hero. I feel like we don't see any Earthshaker.
No, we don't. Rubik, maybe.
Yeah, the instant lift at least gives you some control, and then you can maybe steal some nifty spells. I don't love it, but it doesn't seem terrible.
Ooh.
Okay.
So who's the support on the Neon draft?
I think it's Snapfire, but I think there's 3 Sand King, and it's going to be mid-Viper.
Okay. Mag will be the 5 position, maybe? I think Mag just plays the safe lane and tries to threaten with some skewers and empowers and stuff, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure. I think whichever lane Mag's supporting, he's going to be a bit of a liability as far as what he can offer.
Which is why you picked this Lifestealer that's somewhat of a more independent, or at least strong laner who's not going to be bullied.
Yeah, and if Void Spirit is the offlane, that's not really an offlaner that Lifestealer needs to be concerned about.
No.
So he can just be left alone. Although I will say, Void Spirit, I'm sure KP has a history of it. It just doesn't feel like a very KP-ish hero.
He has played quite a bit of it from the last few months I've seen. All right. The mid laner. This is coming back. I've seen a lot in Europe. We've not
And you were not a fan of it?
A lot of those games, it was into Spectre,
Sure.
Into Spectre Center, I was like, this looks bad. Against these heroes... against Lifesteal, who's jumping on top of Lina other than like a Blink Sand King? I guess a Blink Sand King with an infested Lifesteal sounds pretty spooky, but I actually think mid lane of this game looks really nice. Very, very good against Viper in the mid lane too. But is Viper even going mid? Doesn't
No,
look like
it's
it.
a mid Sand King. Oh, the Yopaj.
He did it again.
This is the second time, yeah?
Yeah.
But before he did it, he was doing it against a melee core before. Now he's going up against Armelina.
Yeah. I mean, I can understand them wanting to give a Viper lower farm priority, because Viper's kind of useless. But at the same time, yeah, you're a mid Sand King versus a mid Lina. All right, well, we will jump to a quick break, but when we return, we will start the cast for our first game of the night here at the Monster Energy Dota Summit 13. Time to find out who will summit.
So we're reversing the meaning of summit.
That's right.
Yeah. The submit. Yeah. Who will submit and who will summit?
Nice. Yeah. There you go. But I do want to I want to understand more of the lore.
That's what I was saying. It was so rare for us to be in on all chat, especially in the Southeast Asian region. The viewers at home, I'm sure you're appreciating this, but we're just dumb English speakers. GoDz has got some French.
Oh, there we go. Where's your position 5 void, Januel? Where is it? He's asking him.
Lyrical, do you have any bilingualness?
I'm passable with Spanish.
Okay.
I'm there's this one time wife and I were traveling through Europe, and I ended up getting stuck on the border between Gibraltar and Spain.
Okay.
And I had to have a very long conversation with the border security guard. That was scary.
Was this before the
Spanish
era?
got me out.
So this was before the era of Google Translate being able to bail you out of this kind of situation?
No, but it was still in the territory of me being illiterate technologically.
Okay, I see.
So.
Yeah. And nowadays there's all these apps that instantly can
I would
live
never
translate your voice and stuff.
Exactly, or even signs. You can hold up your camera and it'll translate stuff on the walls and stuff.
Yeah, that's nuts.
So we need that. We need dynamic translations for all chat.
But the thing about being bilingual is that there's this whole nother level of things when you start dreaming and thinking in a different language.
Mm-hmm.
It makes you realize that the voice in your head is speaking English. You know what I mean? When you're thinking
if that's
about
your mother
things,
tongue, yeah.
It's it's so interesting. I freaking love it. It's so good. But I'm just sort of broke now with it. I'm no longer speak.
Yeah, you gotta practice. That's the problem.
Totally. Well,
who TP'd? There was someone TPing. I don't know. Who.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, it was Grimstroke. Okay.
Thanks.
Okay, looking for an early first blood. They worry about this Viper lane. They're gonna pair up the two supports to get a first blood and possibly a second blood here.
Yeah, it's a lot of slows, and Jean-Well already took the shockwave, so no skewer away.
Oh my god.
Gabby gets both.
Yeah, dude, he should have just eaten the stroke, actually.
So, really 6 TP, and the reason they can do that is because this bottom wave actually pushed into Lifestealer's tower. So, because of that, KP knows the lane's going to be in a safe place for it.
So are they going to full-on tri-lane this then? I think they might.
For now, I mean, KP doesn't need help. The wave is pushed so far up, and as a result, it's Neon who have to TP their second support up here. A Magnus tri-lane, that sounds pretty iffy.
Yeah.
This TNC tri-lane, on the other hand, looks pretty damn scary. Just level 1 with the Lich, and when you hit level 2, you add in a Frost Shield as well as you have got Ink Swell and the Stroke. Because right now they just had Stroke, but their level 2 Power Spike is massive. Doesn't feel like Neon hit a power spike with levels really in this lane.
TNC, they have to. They're not as if they have to win it, but they have to win it. Otherwise, I'm no longer respecting them as players. That's what needs to happen right now.
There's a lot on the line here. Gabby's level 2, but burn the blade.
Oh no! Respect gone. Get out of the game. Unbelievable. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, we're just hyping up TNC's tri lane, and then I don't know what. Gabby should not be blinking in aggressively.
No.
He needs to let his supports tank the damage.
Right.
Or at least get enemy heroes really low before he blinks in, but he blinked in with no backup whatsoever.
It's been a while since tri-lanes have been a thing,
Yeah, this is tri-lane versus tri-lane. What's going on?
I don't rightly know. It's a rare situation that one lane has two heroes who are content with the situation in terms of solo laners, but I think Lifestealer and Void Spirit are both whatever. You guys can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Which is usually, the carry is bro, I need someone down here. Or the offlaner is I'm going to get zoned out constantly by some hard counter. So, very unique laning setup.
Yeah, I feel like there is no real winner in this bot lane, most likely.
Well, and then mid, I was anticipating it being worse for Sand King And he is actually tanking through a lot of damage here, it looks like, but...
He's got a bottle, though.
Yeah. Oh, good.
Yeah, getting some good harass. Yeah, I think both mid and bottom should be pseudo even, and top should be TNC favored, but they are having a rough time so far. They're trading kills still, and if they get another one here, this will be really nice for them.
Down play hard, seeing if they can find the finish, and the blink straight forward gets the kill.
Yeah, I think TNC just kind of messed up a little bit when they gave those previous kills up, but...
Yeah, I think they were just very like, oh, we got to do something before they hit their level 2 also.
Yeah.
Look at that. You see how far that damage hits?
Yeah. Caustic range is bananas.
The fact that that is hitting onto Lina is nuts to me. Lina has one of the highest attack ranges of any like ranged core. So looks like we're going to get a bottle refill there.
Securing the 4-minute runes, or at least trying to do so. Who's it going to go to? Sand King.
And a DD.
Think about if that spawns bottom, like how much worse that lane is for the Sand King. Like it's not terrible for Lina, but it would have been real bad for Sand King.
It was an important rune. That's why both teams sent a support there. We'll see the Skewer not catch the hero that had the Inkswell, so that's going to get TNC another kill up here. But he may pay the price. Gabby had the stick charges.
I'm surprised he blinked so early. I thought he would let Tim's walk a little bit further, but I guess maybe thought he would have died.
Manages to get away and get some extra harassment there onto play hard, so...
Do they have any salves? They have Tangos.
There's the salve, yeah. It's over. So that's going to give Gabby, again, some more room to play around in this one. Not doing great on the last hits, but, you know, it's a contested lane. They still seem to be winning it.
Yeah, I think the worry for TNC is that's your carry being contested and not getting much farm. Whereas the other team, you've got a lifestealer, the carry, that's how they win this game, getting absolute free farm. So we're going to have to see KP really utilize his good early start to kind of recover this game and create space for PA.
The thing is that I don't know when he'll feel comfortable leaving the bot lane, because at least right now he's contesting lifestealer, so to speak. Whereas no one else can come down here. It's a tri-lane situation. All the Grimstroke, the Lich, and the PA are all going to be massively underleveled if they ever come bot.
Yeah, I think whenever he does like start roaming, it's going to be like a Grimstroke or somebody who has to just kind of take the lane and just try and Inkswell for some CS here and there.
Right,
but
and it feels like both of the heroes right now on TNC are going to be, or rather on Neon are going to be really capable of fighting. Like both Sand King and Void Spirit, that's a dangerous rotating combo.
Under attack.
I think, yeah, as much as somebody would have to go down there if he left, like I don't think KP himself wants to just sit down here farming passively.
Ooh.
Okay, early Epicenter. And,
yeah, Epicenter at 6. That is not something you say.
Yeah. Nice kill. Lina goes down. Sand King kind of evens up the net worth between the two with that one, and TNC did not have a response for it.
Yeah, and didn't even lose much tri-lane power while Snapfire rotated.
KP doing the smart thing, not really playing the lane or trying to contest Lifestealer, but yeah, the problem is Lifestealer's going to be jungling as well as farming the lane, so he's always going to get a bit more than what KP gets.
So the things I'm thinking about now, either one, a KP rotation and play this like a puck if they're diving them up top, or you could do something else where like you wait until that Sand King Blink Dagger comes out. If that's even the route he wants to go, but those two heroes to me feel like there's a ton of potential to just like take down everybody in the top lane. Like if they make one rotation, those heroes kill more than like Lina Lifestealer do, I think.
I agree, yeah. I mean, if KP shows up top, it's guaranteed kills. It's just like, do those kills really matter? You're killing supports, maybe you kill a Viper, and then you're giving Lifestealer with his creep wave can then suddenly take this bottom tier 1 tower. So that's, I think that's why KP feels tied to this bottom lane, because if he leaves, his tower goes down.
Right.
Might find a courier. That would be
over the
nicely
trees.
microed, yeah. So we'll see if there's any more moves. It seems like for Neon, their idea is to play more around this mid lane with like these rotations from Snapfire. If they can get another kill on Lina, I think that's pretty big for them. But TNC moving Lina back to the jungle, feeling like they don't want to expose this Lina, who they'd rather just put a support mid who, if, hey, this support Grimstroke gets ganked, you're not too worried.
So has the tri-lane accomplished what TNC were hoping to do, besides get first blood?
I think so. At this point, PA is actually basically very close to Lifestealer. Like, I think both teams are pretty happy right now, with TNC feeling a little bit better given that they've prevented Viper from having a good time in lane.
Yeah.
So they just rotated Yopaj top, ended up missing the kill there, but now going to try and make a rotation for the kill with the Epi. And the slowdown is there, not quite in range. Armel is going to get hit, going to get chased, and
not going to wear off.
Yeah.
Oh, he was in. That was Grimstroke's dust for the Sand King.
Okay.
Okay.
I saw Dust go flying out.
Yeah.
Interesting. Skem's rotated, but instant TP out.
When Yopaj went up top, the PA TP'd down bottom as well, so
okay,
they're swapping up.
Yeah, interesting that it's TNC who are going to end up being the ones pressuring towers down the bot lane, but yeah, with Lifestealer rotating up top, this should just be a bit of a tower trade. Yeah, I think this is one of those weaknesses of Lina, is that, yeah, anytime heroes get on top of you, like, how do you keep a Lina alive unless you have that save hero, which they don't really have.
It's going to be 2 deaths now, and kind of like that European match we were watching the other day, it could be a problem going forward. But it's a 2,000 gold lead for TNC regardless.
Yeah, it was, but TNC are not going to be able to take this bottom tower with Sand King showing up, and meanwhile, does? Okay, they're not going to commit. They don't want to see this tier 1 tower get denied, so does feel like Neon are making slightly better moves, even though TNC are just being slightly more efficient with their farm across all 3 lanes. Plus their support, Grimstroke, getting good farm. Grimstroke has more net worth than Viper because...
Oh my god, you're right.
Yeah, he got that mid lane while Lina jungled. And
yeah, he's about to hit 6 also.
Also, I believe he's been stacking and getting that stack gold, so... Tim's winning the efficiency game for TNC.
Classic Tim's
Oh,
things.
that's okay, you got the ancient stack.
The one that matters. Is there any chance to steal that? There definitely is, actually.
Yeah, I mean, the bot tier 1 tower is still relatively healthy. If Lifestealer was able to take that one down, then totally.
Yeah, they ping it and everything, so probably they want to at least get, if they see the stack, they're going to want to at least get a ward down to try and contest it.
Oh, Gabby.
Gabby, that's a big kill if they can find it.
Hello! Yeah. How are you?
Yeah, it's curtains.
My goodness.
Nothing to blink to? Yeah, there you go.
Oh my god.
Yep. Tim's came in,
Yopaj
gets out,
is
and
in
Yopaj.
trouble.
Oh, that's a big turnaround.
Unbelievable. How did they not do enough damage there on door?
Because Epicenter's a garbage ultimate.
Yeah, I guess so. 4 heroes all of a sudden.
I was super surprised that they got the kill on the Lina in the mid lane, but I'm guessing it was mostly the Snapfire damage that was able to do it.
Well, okay, P had raindrops. That's what I want to see. Okay, so I knew he had one, but I was wondering if he had anything else because, yeah, with the raindrops saving his life there.
Yeah, that was probably 2 instances of it used, I think. Potentially, I'm not sure.
Yeah,
but
with the cooldown. Yeah.
That means they also did not manage to see the stack.
Yep.
Well,
KP.
they'll get him the stack. That's a nice little pickup there, although they do spot out play hard. Put a little dagger onto him and then get the jump away.
It might reveal there's a ward on that area, but we'll see. They kind of were camping there as if they knew he was walking up that cliff. Mel finishing up the Yule Scepter, and once PA gets Battle Fury, you got to imagine PA is going to be looking to farm that big ancient stack, which still has a little bit of a ways to go.
How many points does Mag have in Empower so far?
Oh, they're farming it now.
Oh,
3 points.
This is probably the better play. Like, I think it's just so dangerous against a Lifestealer Empower.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Definitely a little bit of a loss of efficiency there. And I guess the Sand King making that move up as well made them think, like, okay, they have vision here or something.
Yeah, that's true.
But nonetheless, clears out the stack. Gabby trying to finish off that Battle Fury as soon as possible. And a lot of heroes from Neon kind of grouped together near that jungle. They might try and make some play here. Potentially.
All the supports are 6, so I'm surprised with the Kiss RP timing. Neon didn't try to find a pick. They don't need to really commit any of the important heroes. They could just let Viper, Snapfire, or Magnus try to find a kill, and they probably could.
It's where the failed smoke on the PA changes this game so much.
Yeah.
If they manage to get into the Ancients, get a ward down.
In some trouble.
Move.
Pass just gone.
Deleted. But yeah, that kind of just really sets them back. That could have seen them have a big advantage if they killed the PA, found the Ancients, got some vision down, being able to contest it. But instead it's TNC who are getting a lot of aggressive vision. And they're the ones making the smoke moves now.
General tries to drop a ward. Doesn't spot anybody there. There's another one that's back behind the tier 2 tower as well.
Oh my god, this
And
is...
they go in on the other side. Just run into the Viper, and, well, you said he was going to be food. It's looking pretty tasty now. JG is dead. Snapfire ultimate going out, trying to bring down anybody, but there's just no follow-up at all.
Yeah, they might even consider turning here with the Arcane Rune.
Yeah, he's got a step. He doesn't have a Yules yet, though.
Oh, Yopash is crazy. Goes in, catches onto both of them, chases down one. Tim's going to die. Whitemon afterwards, although the Chain Frost is going to clean up a kill.
That's a core Sand. That's a mid Sand King.
What?
Whitemon absolutely obliterating them.
Yeah, and that was even, like, Grimstroke didn't know if they wanted to actually go for it, so he soulbound after the Chain Frost came out. At least it kept them together regardless, and yeah, down goes the Sand King.
So now one more for the scoreboard. 11-8, a 3,000 gold lead. TNC just looking pretty good.
And all this time, Gabby PA continuing to farm is still a good ways behind Lifestealer, who has just had Magnus and Power and, you know, had a better free farm lane, has been farming Ancients. Things are still overall favoring Skem, but there's a lot of pressure on him this game. He's going to be rushing an MKB to try and deal with this PA early on.
It again feels like it's, you know, we talk about the biggest strength of Neon can sometimes be their weakness too. You've got offlane Viper with mid Sand King, and like this weird dynamic drafts that sometimes give them an edge is now feeling a bit like a liability in some ways.
Yeah, it feels like it's quickly turning into a 4 Protect 1 where there's going to be this Lifestealer and kind of no other heroes that are going to scale. A mid Sand King and an offlane Viper who is dirt poor.
He's still below the Grimstroke in net worth.
Yeah. It ain't great. See how it goes. I mean, again, the benefits are still there. Before BKBs come out, these heroes are very fragile on TNC. So you kind of need to just keep going. That's the thing that's weird about this Neon draft. And they're going to smoke up and try and make a move. They have Blink on Mag yet? I think he's a little ways away still.
Dude, they don't even have...
His net worth is below Blink.
Halfway there. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well, they found one.
Dude, they don't even have Blink on Sand King.
Yeah, there's Yule's Rush is something that won't really cover their initiation gaps.
Taking the dirt nap. Wow. Wonder what if you could customize what it said for that?
Valve would not allow that.
Not
I can
ideal.
already tell you what would happen if you could customize it.
It's true. Good jump away there by KP. I know that I think I was talking to BSJ about this the other day. He was mentioning that he liked Yules first on Sand King too. Everybody feels like they're building Yules now. I don't know what it is. It's like it makes me think the item is like secretly broken and like gives you double the regen or something weird. You know?
It's definitely an underrated item, I think, by a lot of players. I remember seeing a stat. I can't remember who was posting this, but someone on Twitter was saying like pro players on average buy like 3 Yules per game, and in pubs it's like 1.8 per game or something.
Oh well.
Per team. I think it was one of those like Dota buff or Track Dota articles looking at different items.
It's like Morphling is getting it all the time now. Also, that's
Morphling Yules? Really?
Morphling Yules.
Whoa, wow, I have not seen that.
It like I don't understand it, but I mean it makes sense on these heroes, right? It's the setup for stun, but
Right.
I don't know. For a while, it was like an answer to Night Stalker because when he would jump on you, you could just Yules and then walk away from him. Because like Force Staff, he could keep up with you kind of, and you wouldn't be able to waveform out afterwards.
Yeah, I think the like pub kind of mentality about the item is it's just good when you need it to use defensively to get rid of like a silence or something. But I think pro players are really good about all the offensive uses for the item.
Right. Big smoke.
And BKB completed.
timing. And PA had Deso queued up first, so yeah, we're gonna see. It looks like a Deso before BKB, which seems fine. Like Gabby's not really under any pressure to fight right now.
It also allows them to take Roche way quicker.
Yeah.
Not even with their
So
team.
if his teammates right now connect and get a big kill here, which they might. Oh, nice leash.
No.
Double Laguna?
By double Laguna
Double
and
chain.
Chain Frost.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a problem.
Even Sang can cop the Chain Frost there. And uh-oh.
Oh,
no.
He timed it after the Yules.
It's all falling apart right now.
Armor with the
Scamp.
BKB is holding his own too.
Man, they just need to jump inside. Maybe they can wait this out and take down Armel
Yeah,
afterwards.
they want to. They need to.
Good catch, and they're going to be able to find both of them there. Whitemon going to fall, and a
Okay.
triple kill for Scam.
Yeah.
Definitely salvaging the worst out of a bad situation there.
Lifesteal just coming online with this MKB, and PA couldn't really fight with the build she's gone.
I guess that's one thing. If you use everything on these heroes and they have no net worth, then it's like, well, whatever, you know?
I was surprised that so Laguna made sense, but I was surprised that they went for the Chain Frost also, because that, I mean, Chain Frost even without the Soulbind is still going to be very, very good against all these melee heroes. It's a Mag, it's a Sand King, it's a Lifesteal. They all have to get into the fight. You're going to get bounces.
Yeah.
But yeah, they just killed the 3 supports: Snap, Viper. Well, Viper's effectively a support right now.
You're right. 3 supports, yep.
I misspoke. No, actually, I think I said the right thing.
Yeah, it was definitely, they're just paper, though, when they end up getting caught here.
I think they have to save Soulbind for Lifestealer now.
I agree. Yeah, I think they really need to just itemize and play only around this Lifestealer. Like, probably see some like support 4-staffs or if
Yeah.
anything. Even Lina, I think you could consider a 4-staff, and ultimately you could even turn it into like a Hurricane Pike type build. But yeah, they had a 4-staff queued up on both supports, so we'll see if they can get up to those.
Well, and the other thing is, like, as much as we were talking about Frost Shield, when they actually get on top of these heroes, I don't think it matters. Like, it's too much damage coming out from the Lifestealer right now, and MKB is, like, magical anyways. So, Cookie not gonna land. Taunted,
Whoa, they're gonna go.
and he dies.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm surprised they thought they could kill KP there. They just do not really have the control and lockdown. Once that Burrow Strike was used just to secure a rune, I think they just had to back off because they did not, unless you're going to commit an RP or something.
Yeah, what does Mag, is he making progress? He still
He was
has
halfway.
He has 80
Yeah.
gold more than a Blink Dagger
There we
in
go.
terms of net worth. He's 900 gold away in terms of real gold.
I like how he's. You got sentries queued up. Replace that sentry in your quick buy.
Wait a minute, coming high
Pop a
ground
blink.
again. Dangerous. They
Yep.
get down the Nether Toxin to start, and they don't find anybody.
No, kill the Snapfire.
Yeah.
Okay, buyback from her. Januel still under control.
Who's next, and the Lifesteal inside will get out. Yeah, they had that ward on the cliff there, so PA just blinked in, deleted Snapfire instantly, while it looked like they kind of ignored the Viper. I think PA recognizing that the Mortimer's Kisses was a bigger problem.
We've got Dagger on Sand King online, and it looks like they're going to use this defensive infest into an offensive maneuver.
Well, they were suspecting a Roche play, which may still be the call for TNC. They're just not doing it yet, and...
Whoa.
Beautiful.
Oh, they've got the Soul Knight.
No, not beautiful.
Oh,
Jade
no.
Frost, oh god. Maybe Mortimer's Kiss is going to be something to salvage it, but it does
No.
not look like it. Play hard in trouble. That was too bright. And finally, Epicenter, never mind the turnaround. Yopaj with the double kill again. From the jaws of defeat, pulling it back here. JG is in the area as well. They're going to take down KP. 4 dead.
The damage output just deleting them. Stealing that Arcane Rune pays off in the end, as Yopaj blows them up, and that went remarkably well considering how it started.
I thought Lina being able to survive in Yules with just minimal HP would have completely thrown everything off balance, and I guess it kind of did at first, but...
What happened to the PA? How did she die? Did she die before BKB?
It doesn't have BKB yet. Went for the
Oh,
Deso.
right, of course. It's the Lina I was thinking of.
Yeah, and I think ultimately that was TNC's downfall. They're like, okay, we killed this Lifestealer, we can just stick around feeling confident, but yeah, they still need to probably play around this BKB PA timing.
Well, big plays, and they're going for that 4-staff you're talking about.
Neon definitely playing well considering they've had this slight gold deficit for some time. Every time they, slightly lose a fight or see a few kills go the other way, they're instantly bouncing back.
I thought you were going to say considering they have these heroes.
Here's a well, the
Viper.
Viper is
Viper's
still
the
looking a
only
bit
one I
sus.
have
Yeah,
issues with.
yeah. This Viper's impact on this game is
Minimal.
yeah.
Oh, Lifelock's over there.
Oh, man.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Do they have an idea? They're waiting.
Detection. Okay.
That was a really good play there. Yopaj trying to find the +1, but
Yeah.
Gabby is broken with that. But they catch KP. Okay.
Does he have 2 charges?
Nope.
No, he's done.
Wait, oh, that was Sand King's Yules. He almost got a Dissimulate cast off, but he was still been screwed. And now Radiant's going to go into Roche, so this early Deso
Radiant's top tower
not
is
really
under attack.
netting as much stuff as I'm sure TNC were hoping to get on the Phantom Assassin.
What happened with that bracer? That was weird. But regardless, will be Aegis into the hands of Skem.
To the Radiant.
And almost getting towards that AC
Radiant's
completed as
bottom
well.
tower is under attack.
They've done a really good job of staying with it. TNC still has a lot of potential here, particularly when that BKB timing comes out.
Yeah, but I think Mag is finally going to have a Blink Dagger at some point, and so even those early BKBs,
Radiant's
I
bottom tower
don't think
is
it'll
under
keep
attack.
your Phantom Assassin alive. There's just so much damage coming out from the Lifestealer alone.
It feels like fight's going to come down to kind of who gets the initiation
Right.
in many ways, like who has vision.
Oh
Like
my
this.
god.
Oh.
RP waiting.
Oh, yep.
Oh my god, and he got the BKB out afterwards,
There's
but
no Lifestealer yet.
he's moving, trying to take him down. Is
That
it enough damage?
damage.
Not quite.
Radiant's
Catch him.
structures are fortified.
No, it's a 9-second BKB though.
Chase for more.
KP.
To get him right on the edge. Bringing him down before he can dissimulate? No. He's able to jump away from there. They're scouting out where he is. And he has another Astral Step, but great skewer coming through from Januel to take him down.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
It's been a little bit on the sloppy side for TNC recently.
Yeah.
Just kind of running into dark, scary place of the map and getting caught out. Like Lina has to just BKB TP out.
Dire's
KP
top tower
kind of
is
shows
under
up, trying
attack.
to gets greedy, going for a creep wave and gets caught out.
Twice. That happened in the mid lane also.
Yeah.
Has fallen.
And there's the Blink Dagger. All of a sudden, these BKBs on Lina and PA don't look quite as impactful.
Does PA have hers even? Did she
I
finish it?
got it.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Ag's Rapier. That's the territory that she's in.
Radiant's bottom tower
Why-
is
what
under
makes
attack.
Ags good this game? Who does she kill quickly enough to refresh her cooldowns with?
Probably Viper, to be honest.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's going to stay the trend for a while, because, yeah, he's going to have Aeon Disc completed at some point. Wow, okay. That's a build.
It's a good answer.
It's a good answer.
I guess the supports, sort of. I mean, like, Snapfire, it's kind of hard to kill.
Yeah, Snapfire is super hard, and Mag is also beefy.
Yeah, maybe Ags is a little weird. I guess the thing is, like, the blur instantly, and I mean, that doesn't really solve anything either.
Yeah, there's nothing like worth disjointing, really, I don't think.
No. Again, Yopaj on the hunt. Ready to go. KP finds him. Pulled back in. Is able to be under control. Skem jumps out. Wants to fight. Is absolutely
Skem's going to have to be
insane.
careful though. Oh, he's got Aegis. Okay, I was about to say that rage wearing off. That did cost them PA BKB, right?
Yeah.
So, not the best use of your first BKB. Not a bad one by any means, but very defensive wards by TNC setting that one up, which ultimately these wards, you know, they're not going to enable them to really play aggressively around this part of the map.
Right. Yeah, just a little bit weird in that regard. And KP kind of has to play these dangerous areas where he's trying to get towards that Aghanim Scepter.
I'm kind of surprised that Neon even went for that movement with just the Sand King and the Lifesteal. You have Aegis. You're trying to take advantage of this Aegis in a full 5-on-5 engagement, not in a pick-off
I know
situation.
there's no Sanking here. They seem to want to fight.
Rage backs
What
away.
was that? Chain Frost.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think they're constantly bracing themselves for this Magnus to come in. That's why PA BKBs. That's why Lich uses the Chain Frost and Mag's like halfway across the map.
I like the idea from TNC. Like, try and force a fight around that T1 tower, knowing that Sand King isn't there. He was still dead and respawning, but he's respawned and instantly they're smoking in, invading the triangle.
Nice catch there onto the PA if they can bring her down in time. Epicenter a little bit off the mark.
That's the second BKB use, and Soulbind just used defensively, so down to an 8-second BKB already on PA.
Burrow not going to be able to connect there by Yopaj, but yeah, we're seeing just this like consistent threat, and it feels like they're always on the back foot.
S tier.
Yeah, I was just about to comment, like, this Spider Legs on PA feels a little underwhelming. As good as Spider Legs is, it's not an item you want on your PA,
Right.
but finds a Paladin Sword.
Right now, just the Vambrace on the Lifestealer. Gotta see if he gets something else good.
He's hoping for something a bit better. He'll take a Paladin Sword too.
I mean,
Who
Please.
wouldn't take a Paladin Sword?
So part of me wonders if PA just needs to be able to tank up, though. Like, his Paladin Sword, I know it's amazing, but I'm wondering, like, more... I guess that's why you're getting the Aghanims, too, is, like, just a little bit more HP.
Yeah.
Like, to try and survive the burst.
Yeah, I mean, the Paladin Sword means if you survive, you've got lifesteal. I think is just, like, the nicest bit about it.
Okay.
But, so yeah, the Ags for some extra stats, and both teams kind of settling down with no more Roshan play for at least a couple of minutes. Does seem like teams are looking to kind of complete some of their next key items.
Ooh, he took Craggy Coat on the Viper.
Yeah, that man does not want to die.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, he combined the Aeon already. Okay.
Yeah, he disassembled his boots. Yeah, this Viper is going to be actually kind of... I can see some use here in the late game. Just Viper strike the BKB PA, as you kind of mentioned in the draft. And then when the BKB is not there, you've got the break as well, so...
He's just walking around. I'm a Viper, don't
See how
mind
tanky
me.
he is. Okay, they popped the Aeon disc. That's nice.
Radiant's
Yeah.
middle tower is under
And if a
attack.
fight does break out now, it could very well likely be on cooldown still.
But it didn't do that much damage to him, even before the Aeon Disc popped out either. Like, the Craggy Coat definitely feels like it's mattering. 4 staffs there
There's
for
the 4 stuff.
you're talking about.
I think they really suffered for not getting these 4 staffs a bit sooner. Lena maybe could have rushed one. Grimstroke, I think, went for the Aether Lens first.
It looks like they are keeping the Titan Sliver on the lifesteal. I believe that they had the Orbit Destruction still, too.
Having status resist seems pretty nice against some of these heroes.
Yeah, I think there's just not much else better for him.
You don't think Orb's meta? This is the debate we had.
Yeah, I know. It's just I don't really think the majority of his damage is like all that physical, like the MKB Pierce, and there's so much other magic damage on his team.
Right. That makes sense.
I don't know about this PA Aghanim Scepter. I don't really see what problems it's solving for her. So you mentioned that you thought that survivability is important, which I can agree with.
Right.
I think that someone needs to be in the front of the fight. Void Spirit's not going to do it. None of the supports are going to do it. Lena's not going to do it. So someone needs to be drawing most of the aggro. And an Aghanim Scepter is like, I don't want to have to be that person either. I'm going to disappear. Someone else take the brunt of the focus.
Right. Yeah, I think it's a little bit unfortunate now, particularly for her, because they've now like just gone from mega tank up on all the rest of Neon, like Craggy Coat, Aeon Disc as a like item combo for Viper, and I don't know who she kills. Like even with Rapier,
Yeah.
it's probably enough to still burst through them. It'd be enough to burst through like the Snapfire, but I don't know. There's still enough of a chance maybe that you could like get an RP in the duration that she's just hitting into the Snapfire or something.
Mm-hmm. Well, that
I
courier
mean,
is
this
super
PA
cool.
with Rapier will blow anyone up, I think.
Yeah.
Radiant's courier has
Yeah,
been killed.
maybe the like life stealer could survive, and there is the Aeon Disc, but I feel like yeah, Mag's a tanky hero, but it's a Mag with 0 items.
That's fair.
But you also have a Rapier against having to deal with Viper Strike, having to deal with RP, having to deal with instant Burrow Strike.
But the 6 daggers, the 6 daggers.
Is she?
Rapier.
She's close to 25.
Yeah,
You're
there
not
we go.
wrong.
There you go.
I mean, as far as the Ag Scepter goes, I think the one thing I'll say is Gabby just loves this item. Every time I see him playing PA, I almost always see him buy Aghanim Scepter. So.
And he is a level 25 Immortal Phantom Assassin.
Yes. If somebody knows the PA item build, I would say it's Gabby.
For sure.
Even if this is not the best Ag Scepter game, he probably just feels the item is always worth getting, maybe, because he's almost always buying the item when I see him play.
He's just constantly blurred too. It's so annoying.
Yeah.
I hate playing against that spell.
Yeah, the blur is insane. Yeah, it's free smoke essentially. You can farm without coming out of it.
Yeah,
So
it's so stressful for the enemy supports. You never know where it's safe on the map.
yeah. There's the jelly and everything. So we'll see these two teams playing it slow. A minute 20 before Roshan. As both teams trying to keep their couriers around that pit to see what's going on.
What does Snapfire have? Does she have anything
Ag Scepter?
beyond that? Oh, just a Glimmer Cape,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, we've got the Glimmer first and recently finished Ag. So we're going to start seeing the initiations from there. But I think the reason she didn't rush the Ags is they feel like this Sand King Blink Infest is the way they start fights. They don't really have anyone actually good to toss in with the Snapfire.
Yeah.
Like, Sand King doesn't need it because of the Blink Dagger. And Magnus, you don't want to throw in your Magnus because he's looking to sit on the outside looking for that Blink RP on a BKB hero.
I will say, when you get to the point with PA in these late game scenarios with a rapier and throwing triple daggers, it's like, it's comical.
Sextuple daggers.
It's so ridiculous.
Yep. Looking for these couriers.
Please give me more to farm.
That's like the fourth one that has died there.
I mean, they're giving almost 500 gold a pop.
Yeah.
It's significant. But at the same time, knowing if your opponents are rushing is also significant. So it's a calculated feed.
True enough.
Quite a long roche respawn, and it will be coming back.
Just a second now.
No one knows, though.
That's right.
Will Gabby buy the rapier pre-Aegis?
Probably do the, well, he probably needs buyback as well
Yeah.
to, like, for the fight, I would imagine.
Yeah, I think you might consider buying it. And I mean, if you buy rapier, you don't care as much about buyback because if you die, you lose rapier and you kind of throw the game.
Yeah.
But you're not going to buy a relic and not have buyback, I would imagine.
Yeah.
So we'll see. He's farming. He may just be telling
Oh
his
my god, a
team.
DD rune.
Oh, with the bottle and everything.
Condolences.
I think they're still going to be too afraid to go into the Roshan pit.
There's
Even with the DD rune. They're looking to keep these lanes pushed out and try and get some info.
Nobody noticed.
Yeah, they
Nobody noticed. That's so funny.
His blink's on cooldown for 5 seconds, though.
Ah, it's fine. He's got spider legs. Here we go. Who does he find? Looks like it's going to be
Wait.
Grim.
Oh, he's got spider legs on Grim? Nice. Or he's just got Blink Dagger and spider legs.
Oh, no. Yopej, BKB.
KP just looking to get out.
Catches onto one. Don't get them stuck together. They can't pop out with the lifestealer now either.
That's okay. They get the kill regardless. BKBs are down, though.
Round
PA
two.
has his.
DD on him, trying to chase down one, but he jumps away.
Yeah, Gabby's BKB's wearing off now. I don't think TNC want to fight this necessarily.
Dagger doesn't kill, but the Lina will. Oh, the
Okay.
Lina will
Gets
kill
both of
everyone.
them.
Yeah, it's not about the PA. It's about this Lina.
God, Armel is such a god.
Pops the A on disc.
Chase for more, looking for an RP. It's not there. Gabby's played around this
being
fight
tied
so
in.
well.
Oh my
It's
2K
destroyed.
crit.
Nothing left at all. TNC. Look in the plays. That'll buy a rapier. Oh no. Scab.
Both teams are just like trying to out-kite each other.
Oh, he
And
got
he
the
gets,
rapier
there we go. Yeah,
delivered.
the rapier no buyback. I like this play.
Do they dare?
He's going to do so much damage.
Goodness.
2.4k crit on a dagger.
Run away.
Radiant's middle tower
Dude,
is
what a
under
time for that. I don't think they would have won the latter half of that fight if PA did not have that DD. Lina was able to clean up the Snapfire and Viper, but all the cores were still ready
Radiant's
to fight.
courier has been
Third courier at the Roshan pit.
They're wrapping around.
Yeah, still got RP.
Wow, are they really going to get away with this?
It doesn't look like they're going to go into the... Yeah, go for Roche.
With no nothing. It's just no buyback PA in there with the rapier.
I think you're really scared if this, like, you know, Blink Burrow Strike with an infested Life Stealer,
Mhm.
followed up by a Blink RP. That's any core is dead in that. PA, Lina. Your PA has a you know, this Rapier that is without an Aegis. You can't afford to have PA right-clicking Roche unless you know exactly where your opponents are right now.
And the blur is really, like, because of that, there's no ability to just find him and jump on him. The range when he gets disabled is so, like, low.
I think it's Spell Prism. That
For Lina,
seems
maybe?
pretty good.
Yeah, sure.
Void Spirit? Okay.
So he upgrades from Quickening Charm to the Spell Prism.
By the way, just going to point out, Lich still has the Ironwood branch, so for all of you that says it's not amazing,
There's surely
that seems
something
a little
better.
bit questionable.
I don't know about that one. How many couriers must die here?
interesting. No patch with the
Definitely,
spider legs.
this game also highlighting how good Spider Legs is.
Yeah,
Right.
for sure.
Big drop down there.
Some really high-level Dota, though. Like, seeing, like, the plays where Grimstroke was seeing on the cliff, scouts the smoke and blinks away. Like, both teams are playing very well.
Ooh, a knife? That'll be nice for Lina. Definitely better than Mindbreaker.
Are they really just going to walk in here? Nope.
The
The high
ones.
ground?
They're going to walk in here. I think they feel like positioning-wise, you know,
This seems
very hard for
crazy.
TNC to engage.
There's a Rapier PA nearby. What the hell?
I think it's just who initiates on the TNC side is kind of the big question. It can't be the PA against a Magnus RP because if you BKB to initiate and go in, you're going to get RP'd.
Yes, that's true. I like, by the way, that the overlay has the Rapiers on there on the left-hand side right above the Roche. That's pretty cool.
This is such a stalemate.
It really is. It's very scary.
Lina's going to be hitting 25 soon.
I think the Lina having so much damage is starting to become a really big problem for Neon.
Yeah.
Because it's not all about the PA, and it is all about the Lifestealer.
I could definitely agree. Yeah, if you throw everything on the PA, this Lina will kill multiple heroes.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Life Dealer's courier is dead for 3.5 minutes.
That's no good.
You know, he only had to put it in there because all of his supports already got theirs killed, so he's like,
The next
"All
one's
right,
flying out
fine."
now. It's literally just taking turns, sending out
Straight at the
one's courier, yeah.
slaughterhouse.
I mean, there's a 10k gold lane, and I feel like 5k of that is in couriers at this point. Maybe not 5k. It was like 500 gold in
Radiant's
courier,
bottom
but
tower is
there's
under
been like
attack.
5 or 6 fed from Neon and maybe 1 or 2
Radiant
from TNC.
structures are fortified.
Illusionist Cape. Taken instead of the Paladin Sword.
On PA, that seems...
You can push out lanes.
Yeah. For a team fight, it seems like a downgrade, but for a stalemate where there's no fighting,
Yeah.
it seems like an upgrade. Scouting Roshan, just, yeah, like pushing out waves. I'm surprised PA doesn't have, like, the Paladin Sword in the backpack.
Pesh still down in the bottom lane, but they have that tier 1 tower they can TP to if they need to on the Sand King.
Yeah, Tim's getting a lot of farm in this Grimstroke.
40-minute mark.
Radiant's middle
Both
tower
teams
is
securing
under
an
attack.
outpost.
This Roche has been alive for, it feels like, 10 minutes now, and neither team can go for it.
Yeah.
Very rare scenario where...
Both teams are playing it right, though. I have no issue with the way that either team's doing it. And I also don't know who's benefiting from this stalemate. Because, like, PA got this Rapier, doesn't really have a farming item. She has just a pure combat build.
Yeah. Is this Magnus got ninja gear? Is that why he
Yeah.
smoked? Nice.
They just picked that up for him a second ago.
Very nice. Oh no, he's
Wait.
passed
I
it off.
backpacked it.
Okay.
You shouldn't be able to do that.
Well,
They
the,
removed it for illusion escape.
yeah.
So.
the thing about it, though, is that it increases the cooldown on Ninja Gear, you know?
Sure, but
So-
oftentimes you only need the one, and if you can find a kill, then you just wait until the cooldown's back.
Right. But, like, in these stalemate situations, he's now going to be, like, without it for a good 20 seconds or so. I guess, yeah, it's still a little meh, but...
It's like they removed it for illusion escape. because
Yeah.
it was broken.
I thought they were going to remove it for Book of the Dead also.
But,
They-
like, smoke is different than creating an illusion that, like, can be, you know, used as bait or something, I think. I don't have a problem with it personally.
Radiant's
Okay.
bottom tower is under attack.
Flicker. Oh, did they take Prince's knife on the Lifestealer?
Oh, yeah. I guess if he gets shot in by Snapfire, stun into Hex.
It's very interesting. An Aeon Disc now done as well for Grimstroke. You know, I'm trying to figure out if this is one of those games where it's like a stalemate and then suddenly it's going to come out of a stalemate and TNC are just going to win, or if it's still like it could go either way, and I'm not sure.
What's the buyback situation? I'm guaranteeing that all 10 heroes have buyback.
No,
mostly?
PA does not.
Ooh.
With the Rapier fully
Whoa,
bought out
she's
on Satanic.
a long ways away from it, actually.
I think this is kind of how you play with the Rapier, though. It's like one of those things where if you're feeding a Rapier, you feel like you've lost the game there. So you'd rather have Satanic with your Rapier than have...
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I didn't see she had Satanic. Okay.
Yeah, the Satanic Rapier is much better than having Rapier plus buyback.
For sure.
You don't think even like with people potentially like jumping out and getting it for you, like picking up your Rapier and then running it home?
It's
not likely.
I mean, yeah, it's just I think you can't count on that.
Yeah,
you want to be as strong as possible for the fight that happens, and the Satanic status resist is definitely nice against the Magnus RP. It gets any stuns that come your way.
I'm pretty sure also Neon have not seen the PA in like the last 20 minutes. You know? Like,
correct.
They're just seeing creeps die randomly, and they're like, oh god, what lurks beneath?
It's nutty. No boots for the PA either. Just
the
Flicker.
slaughter continues. This is a factory farm.
Courier lives, guys.
Did they
courier lives.
Did they sell her boots or on PA?
She's
it has going for the Flicker. That was a
she
PA
got
with
Flicker.
Interesting.
She's sold out for them.
Flick over spider legs?
I think absolutely.
Yeah.
More movement speed? No. How much is spider legs?
Well, I mean, during the passive, spider
yeah.
legs will be way less, but during active...
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no. Spider legs
no,
is way more.
65.
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
Spider
wow.
legs is a boots replacement, right? It's a boot slot.
Yeah, so they don't, like, overlap. But
Yeah.
either way, like, she still needs a neutral move speed item, so it's 40 versus 65.
Yeah.
But I don't think there's anything worth dispelling, though. Open wounds...
It's more, I guess, like a way to separate if Lifestealer's on top of her.
Kind of so is spider legs.
Well, like, but an immediate jump away, and then she can blink out afterwards.
Yeah.
Versus, like, you can sort of track somebody down if they're spider legsing. It's not a big blink range. But.
There we go. Lich is upgraded from the Ironwood branch. Has the quickening charm.
Nice.
Okay.
And boy, this is the longest Roche standoff you will ever
Dude,
see. No
Roche.
action, no kill. I feel captivated though. Like I can't look
I'm
away.
not
Like
bored, honestly, which is very peculiar for like a slow roll thing like this.
yeah. Sometimes these games where teams refuse to fight or do Roche, like can feel like, oh, okay, when's somebody gonna do something with it? No, this is captivating.
Oh, and see, this is the thing. It's like the person you now are. It's almost like you're playing chess, right? You're having to anticipate what the next move is and then where you're going to go with it. And now they're trying to find this PA, but because Blur is so insane, they can't do it. They have to find somebody else.
Yeah, it's just these bishops and knights constantly rotating. Tim's. Whoa!
God.
Reflexes.
That's so annoying. And now, well, they can't really do it still.
All right, who gets Roche, guys?
Bounty.
Nobody does.
I say Radiance. I mean, I say Dyer's going to get it. I think PA with Phantom Assassin. I mean, PA with Rapier, she's going to be able to just sneak it.
Well, Lich is dead. I think Neon's going to get it.
Okay.
I feel like whoever gets it is going to be because they win a fight or get some big pick-off personally.
No.
Like, I don't think anyone's going to be able to sneak Roche
I think
or get
this-
an uncontested Roche.
I think teams are going to get more and more aggressive with sending heroes to split push.
Okay.
And more heroes are going to have to respond, and then PA is just going to... I mean, she's constantly
Sneak
off the
in
map.
back,
You
yeah.
never know.
Those couriers, though.
If they're all dead.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do with TNC is like count how many couriers are still alive on the Radiant side. When you realize you've sniped all 5 of them, you feel good about getting Roche.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, PA continues to buy out and not worry about buyback. Gabby playing the high risk Dota.
I believe that Lifestealer just caught sight.
If she gets a DD, then I think she'll definitely sneak it.
The Blur with like what is a tiny cooldown, 7-8 seconds or something. 7-second cooldown.
It's so silly. Yeah, the thing that's still feels very strange to me about this is that there's like more ways for Neon to start a fight and to open a fight, and then like the key there is just to have it be so split up. So I actually think that sending these heroes off to side lanes and being that split up is going to favor Neon a little bit more.
In a okay, no longer, but for a second there, it was like the only hero who did not have buyback was PA. It's like, in what world in ultra late game Dota does the hard carry not have buyback? Everyone else except the hard carry has buyback.
That's in my pubs, man. I don't know what kind of Dota you're
Yeah,
playing.
that's true.
Yeah.
Many an anti-mage
Yes.
in my pubs.
What did Lena buy?
Satanic.
Okay, that's where the buyback money went.
Yeah.
And this Lena's definitely
Oh.
a late game threat as well.
Oh, not there. Hunting. Trying to find somebody. And they will run into him. Tim's.
Oh, blink.
Hello.
Oh, he wasn't.
He's going to have it again in a second with the AM disc. Oh, good stun. Well played.
Sneak time. Let's go. Oh, let's go.
Can they do it fast enough? They're got to
This
be
is
quick.
really
Yeah, this seems
dangerous.
way too risky.
Oh,
Abort!
Get out. Okay.
All right, now everyone TP bot and push bot super hard, except for
Yeah.
PA. Oh, the smoke.
Wait a
Team
And the
minute.
Ags completed for Sand King as well.
Wait, where'd they go? They tossed him in. High ground. They get
Oh,
him.
what a
Burrow
read.
strike through. But the Lena already catching the Aeon disc. Able to keep him
Heal
alive for
Scepter,
the
he
moment.
gets out.
Now,
they've
off to the
lost
side,
Magnus.
they kill him already. And the Chain Frost bouncing
Oh,
back
the
and forth.
daggers.
Lifestealer, he's on to Gabby, trying to kill it off in time, but it's
Oh
not
my
going to
God,
be
the
enough.
Satanic.
The turnaround is there. All three are dead up on the high ground, looking for another.
Magnus, did he not have TP or anything? I mean, there's nothing to TP to, but he bought back. But what a find!
One last kill for the Rampage.
Rampage.
Gabby, showing him how it's done.
They got vision of Magnus, so the second, anytime PA sees Magnus, that is target number one.
Yep. And he got soulbound, I think. It was him and the Lifestealer were soulbound
The
together.
damage. It's all her. 11,000. Cool boy.
Gabby coming up big there, gets an Aegis as a reward, and 3 heroes without buyback. TNC going to march down the mid lane. The 20-ish minute Roche standoff goes TNC's way in the end.
Radiant's middle
So
tower
the
is under
answer to my
attack.
question is yes, it's one of those games where you kill them and get roached and then the game's over.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it's feeling like.
I don't know why Neon cashed out on so many heroes. Like, if they had buyback, I would say that the game is only marginally closer to ending. But with 3 heroes being dead, Lifestealer doesn't want to buy back. It's you need the Sand King for the initiation,
Radiant's middle tower has
and that may legit be game
fallen.
now.
Dire's bottom tower
See how they do.
Steelers going to have to buy back if they want to defend. It's going to be a 3 versus 5 defense here if he buys back.
has fallen.
Although TNC only... Okay, they've got Lena with the PA hitting here.
Shivas.
Yeah, Viper doing a good job delaying this. Actually, they're maybe going to be able to hold this lifesteal buyback, but they may regret not using it. Okay, 10 seconds left on his respawn timer, and he's
Oh,
forced
that
to buy back.
hurts.
Yeah. When you're getting down to single digits on your respawn and having to buy back.
The
but
fake?
Going back in. Oh, the jump in Lifestealer catches
Oh my
on to
God, the Soul
both.
Bind.
And Chain Frost going to bounce now afterwards. The Abyssal Blade, is it enough? Not quite. Sken's still alive, but they jump over to that Viper, and the Aeon Disc is going to proc, but they don't have nearly enough damage right now. Maybe a chance to kill Gabby,
He's
but would
got
only
Aegis.
be the Aegis. And indeed, they will find themselves the kill. Big old Burrow strike through, but GG is called.
I don't know what Neon spent all their gold on. Like, okay, so obviously the Roche fight, that's a very tense situation. I don't blame them for losing that. Magnus, like you said, GoDz, he has to show up at some point, unless if he had the ninja gear.
Yeah, and I think... Yeah, he wasn't smoked with
He
the
wasn't
ninja gear,
smoked.
maybe. Or they had the team smoke, so it was probably in his backpack.
Yeah.
He probably had the Timeless Relic in. And I think Dyer had a really nice ward at the neutral camp, so they probably
Yeah.
saw him with the ward. Because the second the PA sees Magnus under vision, you're just blinking in.
That was what we were talking about, sticking in your backpack and then the cooldown lowered.
May have been it.
Yeah.
It's nerfed enough. Doesn't need to be nerfed more.
Yeah, you can see there he ends the game with the Timeless Relic in his neutral slot. So, yeah, just TNC playing the late game a bit better. It really felt like it could have been anyone's game, but we never really got an opportunity for Neon to use the RP or use their team fight.
Well, we're going to jump to a quick break, but when we return, we'll check out all the numbers, we'll check out all the math, we'll check out all the timers. And thank you for popping in for the Monster Energy Dota Summit 13.